Going to look at a build I sent to review for a melee bard, Bardy McBard Bardison. That is the best name I ever saw. So we're going to take a look at this and see what's going on. Coming into this with, again, no context, just seeing how this person has decided to put their Tiefling Scoundrel, neutral, charisma base, so they're going to have to spend enhancement points places to get charisma to hit and damage. Skills on the bard are kind of, it's a multi-class. It's a fighter cleric, so the cleric's probably for divine might. Okay, so there's no thief skills to worry about here. Skills will just be like perform and all that. Yeah, okay. Performs back. Yeah, there's some 1 point UMD, that's fine. Only stumble ranks. I mean, you have so many skills on a bard, so it's kind of whatever. You could go stealth and just have partial points, but yeah. The skills on all right, let's see what we're doing for feats. So single weapon, so I'm presuming we're going to slash. Also, there's a hand axe. Shield masteries, yeah, because it's going to give a double strike. So the swashes get to really double dip on this. How deep did they go? Improved. Yeah, they went really far. This is really good. There's a lot of melee power, there's a lot of double strike. So that's quite good. I like that quite a bit. Then of course they take the perfect weapon fighting feat, strike. Where their double strike is sitting at? Most classes have about 10%. And there's a certain amount of double strike that everybody gets through their sets, fast lives and whatnot. Getting quite a bit. Here, the song should give what, 6? If you took War Chant. Look at the rest of the feats. Single weapons, proves critical. Okay. Toughness is the only thing you see that stands out. They take the big tough. They do take epic toughness. Okay, so they're just gonna get some more feats or some more hit points. The other seems fine. The Feywild, so I'm guessing their destiny is going to be the Fate singer. I wonder if this comes out ahead of Ethereal for physical DPS. It maybe does on the bard. Fire excellence for other people. This selection here doesn't matter. There's not really. If they were doing daggers, you choose Vol. If not, it doesn't matter. It doesn't do anything. So level 4 probably. Let's look at enhancement. Past lives. This looks like it's a low investment. When judging by their expenditure, people with the past lives would go ahead and spend a tiefling. I wonder if this is a rating or something. I'm guessing this is points in War Chant. Be trimmed down, but not much. You could maybe trim out a little bit of this bottom to squeeze. When you get up here, there's a lot of points of space. Because everything in here is good. Mandatory, you have to take the chance of power. If you're doing a build like this, you're helping you defend yourself. The speed is nice, but not necessary. So if you had to squeeze points, this is nice though. Very nice. This line of freezing is incredible CC. The recovery, you can take a little bit out of there, but they're really, really nice. there's a heal that works, self heal that works in Reaper, all the way to 10. Like, this is just awesome. Okay, and then Swashbuckler go to a different level. They're taking quite a bit of DPS out of here. Okay, so here's the sonic damage. So here's probably why they're going Feywild for their Scion, and then Destiny's going to face Spellsinger. Here's Charisma damage. Somewhere in here. Oh, there's Fey Dark Charisma to hit. Okay. 3 points in Divine Might. You could pick 8 points out of here. I like having at least 2. You know, honestly, I crush this button when it's up all done, so I could probably get away with 30. But it's nice to have a longer one. With their fighter level is, they could have taken a barb level too. Fighter level gives them a little bit access to boost. They could have done barb for their 1 level. Give shield. They would lose a fighter feat. Lose on top. Well, they could have done that for more speed, but the fighter is fine. Haste boost, low hanging fruit. Squash, they're going to doing the buckler, so they're getting the dodge. You need something to cap out your dodge, because you have the 25 cap. And with the augments and items only being around like 12-ish dodge, 13. So the stat squish, you need to up the which they have a little bit there too. So at least their dodge should cap out, especially if they're soft. Need swashbuckling to be buckler. The uncanny dodge is really good. They must have taken this just because it gives a little bit of double strike and other little. And then they just pick up the DPS little tidbits here, and then some nice things, deflect arrows, fast movement. So they didn't have to take Vistani for deflect arrows because they get it from Swash. Fast movement, the Bard is super good, and then that plus the explicit chant. This thing is going to move at cheetah speed. Then they're just taking filler at the bottom. Okay, that's looking good. Something on that I like to do on this kind of build. This person's going a little bit more their own DPS. He's at enough points in a War Chanter, Swashbuckler, and unfortunately. And then you can pick up Spellsinger to Sustaining Song, and that gives quite a bit of well, sustain in raids. Does a lot of healing. Especially useful in Project Nemesis. It's basically useful everywhere. Extra useful in the new raid. When you're out chasing that fairy, pretty useful. And then unfortunately you have to take a bunch of garbage on the melee build to get there. You can also, if you have the points, you can get the freedom. It's on display. Can get to there. This person chose not to, and picked up some more personal DPS, and not choice. I would go the other way and get this. That's totally okay. Let's see, Destinies. What do we got for Destinies? Destinies, they picked up. Okay, so Fate Singer makes a lot of sense. All the DPS boost. They're taking the strike from here. Take the strike from here. Less threat. Very surprising they're not taking. They're choosing to go more personal DPS, but they're putting points in red. And this is very interesting. I would take this out and do Shadow. Pick up a lot of personal DPS since they're already getting some DPS. All they're getting is a little bit of boosts. They're getting some hit points. And but flip this to Shadow. We end up about the same number of points. They probably just have to spend points to get up to here. Yeah, the things like extend or just spend like convenience thing, spend points to get up to the top. Where you're gonna take everything except the spell DCs because this is a melee with not much in the way of DC. Even without the DCs, you might be able to land dancing balls in like low level raids. Low difficulty raids, but not necessary by any. Okay. I find this choice quite curious here instead of Shadow. Off Destiny, they picked up Renewal. Okay. I've done that before. You don't you actually get quite a bit on the way up. Get the core is a lot of hit points and melee power. You get a lot of 2-hit. Either 2-hit or fortification. Take one of these. Kind of ignore these other 3 at the bottom. I don't need the resistance if you're not going to use the strike. Then Renewal is pretty good stuff. Or off heal on somebody. That's an interesting choice. I think they switch it up, go Shadow instead. Maybe rethink this, but I understand the choice. Even if not going sustaining and ditching, which I think Renewal is fine, by the way. I think Shadow. Take a peek. Going on for here. Man, the Matron dude. I need to either figure out how to is that bigger, or the Matron dude needs to do 4K. All right. So what do we got going on here? We have Sharn by the family, 4-winner, 1 piece of summer. Maybe. The filigrees, we're going Shattered. I think that's really good. Shattered and Prowess, interesting. Shattered and Prowess. Hellenbach double stack, Embraced by Light double stacks. So these are Charisma double stacks. Maybe. Sanctified is going to be Sanctified and Reverb. So it's going to be it's going to be the Sanctified Reverb rare, which does make a lot of sense. Reverb is a 2-piece Sonic. And I want to say the Sonic vulnerability. Is that still in here? Yeah, it's a Sonic vulnerability. So double stacking this is Charisma. A lot of Charisma and the proc. So I think that's good. Especially the proc. Double stacking here is okay. Main stat's not going to do as much personal damage as doing like the Sucker Punch. And both halves of the Sucker Punch. But I think getting this reverb in here is especially good since there's going to be the vulnerability to Sonic. And then it's just Prowess and Shattered. Okay. Let's take a look at the gear. So it's Sharn, so it's going to be the whatever weight, probably the light, I presume. Raid neck? That's the raid neck. The regular neck or raid neck kind of depends on if you have True Seeing somewhere or not. And I think they picked up True Seeing through their Destiny. Isn't that right? There's True Seeing, okay. So that means I can go with the raid neck. Get this armor piercing, the big deadly, and all that. Is this the summer hat? This is the summer hat. There's our good vibe. Summer hat's just a nice little piece by it. Here's the Battle Worn Medal for the double strike and quality charisma and the action boost. A lot of boosts. That's a pretty good piece. The physical DPS. Two-hander is always going to be the Chrism. Other people, like this is a really good option because it's quality. The Winter Cloak. So there's 4 pieces of winter across this somewhere. This is going to be the Dire Wolf or the this is a Dire Bear belt. Okay. The dire wolf belt would give some base deception. Let's see what else they have. Oh, we're going real old school here. So here's a ruby for the stunning and accuracy and ghost. This is the hammer fist. Keeps no boots, so that's 3 winter so far. Stolen signet. So here's our charisma. A little bit of smidgen of potency for a little bit more damage. This is just kind of where they had to fit in the artifact, I guess. This could also be some other things too. This could be the bright something or other on the bracer. Bright. Very bright. Oh, Bright Lord. It could also be Bright Lord. But I don't think they need that. It would be a good choice. But they're going to use the hand axe that has armor piercing, so I guess they don't need it. And then the hand axe has the mango proc, which is very, very good. But Aneth? I bet this is an alchemical. Yeah, this is probably an alchemical of some sort. With DPS things on it. Maybe some extra stat. I bet this is like alchemical charisma or something. And like a fire or lightning proc. Some kind of big boom proc. Or the matron guy doesn't. Person I don't know. Matron doesn't have the Lord of Blades. There, that's interesting. Another option that they could have done the cane. The cane would give the secondary shield bash. Whenever that triggers, it'll also make the sneak attack hit. As well as, I think, some of the weapon procs would happen off of that. So maybe I don't think they pick up any dragon procs. They might, I don't know, pick up some extra sonic procs. I'm not sure. But this may or may not outdo the alchemical if they did the Van Richten cane. It for sure triggers regular hit and triggers sneak attack. For sure it does that. 100%. Is this a cold iron? This is a cold iron. So this is basically this is just the next best piece of winter to put points. What's these double stars? This ring could maybe be something else, but I think it's fine. The ring could be something else if they did the Van Richten's cane. Van Richten's cane would be the stunning, and so then all they have to do is get dexterity on this piece right here, since they already have Ghost Lead from the bracers, and accuracy is an augment. So they could maybe improve upon this ring, but by itself, this ring is a really good piece. I think it's fine. And then Collector's Sight, they're doing a stat fixer, so that's fine. I feel like this could be... I feel like... so bards do have some religious lores. Every 1 or 2 or 3 levels. So they're going to get a little bit of MRR, which is nice. A little bit of Sage. I think I would put in maybe something else. I think left up to my own devices, I would put in the Sulu. I would just slot like 12 and 5 charisma, call it a day. And opera goggles to see this a little bit better. Here we go. I think I would put in this item for the insightful and quality deception. So a lot more sneak attack, even just by itself. What is it? What does this give? Int? Maybe not even craft. Maybe more about it. Go with this item for the insightful and quality deception, and that would be a lot more DPS. And then turn the belt into the wolf belt. Wolf. That's not how you actually spell wolf. The wolf belt, which is part of the same set, still part of winter, gives the deception. I think the insightful seeker may already be covered. Oh no, the insightful seeker is not. So there'd be more. There's 6 more seeker, insightful seeker, stacking seeker, what they have now, and making those 2 item changes would only drop defenses a little bit. So you drop a little bit of PRR, MRR, and you would pick up a monster truck ton of DPS. And I would say go that direction for this build because of the decision they have made in their enhancement points to pick up more personal DPS. Since they're prioritizing that, I would go with a more, if you're going to go offense, go offense. And in worst case, you can always keep both the bear and the wolf belt. I believe they have the same. Disagree? This is a green. So they have the same slotting. But I think they have death block slotted here, so just slot death block in both of them and swap as you need. But I would do that. You're on the chat app if you're free, just derping. We'll keep it DDO focused if you pop on. Okay. I'm going to do DDO things for a little bit. They might pop in there in a little bit. But yeah, I think that's what I would do with this. Oh, they did at least pick up the... I'm presuming they do have this. They picked up this quiver just for a little bit of insightful sneak attack. This is a nice item. If you can't fit in any sneak attack for whatever reason, you should be able to. But in case you can't, this is just a freebie right here. The free insightful sneak attack. So yeah, those are the changes I would make. Little things. Switch some stuff around. Since they're going, looks like they're going personal DPS. I understand getting the extra boosts doesn't make sense, but I a shadow and more are doing the filigree a little bit more standard. But yeah,